I'm Caroline, and welcome to Cooking with Caroline. In a large, heavy pot, put 2 cups of heavy cream. You're going to use a medium-high heat and a candy thermometer. Add 1 cup of corn syrup, 1/2 cup of apple juice, 2 cups of white sugar, 1 stick or 8 tablespoons of butter. Smush that around, again on medium-high heat, and for some reason I forgot to film adding in 1 cup of dark brown sugar. You should do that. Add 1 cup of dark brown sugar. The temperature will rise quickly. You'll want to bring it to 244 degrees. It will rise, it will plateau, and it will start rising again. The whole thing takes about 4 to 5 minutes. As you can see, this is at 230 degrees, and it's gotten much, much thicker. The instant it turns to 244, bring it off the heat and place it on your counter like I have here on a hot pad because it's extremely hot. Then you're going to add in 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to take that thermometer out of the way. Then 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of ginger. Using a wooden spoon, just mix and incorporate all of that. Then I'm going to place that into a unprepared silicone 8x8 brownie pan. Like I said, it's unprepared. I haven't had to do anything to it. Just dump your caramel into it. Careful, it's very hot, very heavy. If you're using a metal pan, you will want to butter and put a piece of parchment paper in the pan so you can get the caramel out at the end. Then you just need to let this sit on the counter, and I moved it onto the stone part of the counter so it was a little bit cooler, for about 6 hours. After that, as you can see with the silicone, it just simply pops right out. You just pull the 2 sides away, flip it over, and it just falls right out. Then you're going to use a nice heavy knife into between 8 and 10 strips. It's very thick, so go carefully and make sure that you know where your fingers are. So push, and then you give it a little wiggle, and it just pops right off. The cut edge is a little bit sticky, but the other edges are not. Then cut each of the strips into 16 bite-sized pieces. And you're going to want to put them so that they're not touching each other, and then cut up some small pieces of parchment paper to wrap them each in. As you can see, I left them touching each other and they kind of stuck to each other. But they're fairly easy to pull apart. And they're very soft. They're not super soft, but they are still soft at this point. So as you're about to see, I can squeeze it into the shape that I want so it fits better onto my parchment paper. And then you just roll it up and twist the 2 ends. And there you have a whole hours and hours of fun, because you're going to get a whole bunch of pieces of candy. And now a taste test of our yummy, yummy apple pie caramels. Cinnamony, nutmeggy, appley yumminess.